Hi guys, welcome back to Our Texas Homestead. Today we're going to be starting all our seeds for the summer garden, and we got a lot of them to get through. I made notes about which ones have to go on heat mats, which ones need light, cover, whatever. So let's get started so we can get all of these going. I'm like 6 weeks out from my last frost date. Some of them should have been started like 8 weeks before the last frost date, and some of them should be started like 3 to 4 weeks. So I didn't obviously get the earlier ones started, so I'm just starting everything today and we'll see what we end up with. So I got a bowl here. I'm going to mix in my seed starter. I got this one with the seed starter mix, and I got Jiffy. We'll see how they do. Last year I got these trays from the Dollar General and they were already filled with something, and it didn't really work at all. But I got them on clearance, so I think I paid $1 per tray, and so now I got trays to use for a couple years until I decide if I want something different. So we're going to add some water to our seed start mix, and you just want it so it'll kind of clump together. It might be a little too wet now, but add a little bit more soil. Yeah, so it kind of, I'm going to add a little more. There's still, you want it to clump together, but you don't want water necessarily to run out of it. There. So it clumps together, but there's no water running out. Now we're going to fill up our trays. And I'm just kind of pushing my fingers in them to make sure they're filled up, because those pretty much are empty. And then we'll go back in and fill it up the rest of the way. Okay. Yeah. So we're going to start out with some artichokes, and I'm just going to write it on the side right here. I'm probably going to just fill up all 6 with one variety of something. Because if I cover them, then the little sticks, you know, won't be able to stay in there. So worry about sticks on the ones that don't need to be covered or after I uncover them. And there's maybe like 15 seeds. So I'm just going to put 2 to a cell and we'll see what happens. And hang on a second. So I wrote down notes on how deep you need to plant them. And then I wrote down notes on which ones need a heat lamp or a heat mat and which ones need light and how many days. So the artichokes, it says 1/2 inch. They take 10 to 14 days to germinate, and they do need a heat mat. I got 6 left. I don't really want to save them. We'll see if we end up with a spot we can put them in at the end. I have so many like open seed packs, I'm trying to get rid of them this year. So we're just going to pack those down in there. And I already wrote that it's artichokes, so that one's good to go. So then we're going to start putting some peppers in here. So I have some sweet red peppers. Let's see. They're supposed to be 1/4 inch down. They're so annoying to me. It's a lot warmer than it was yesterday, so the dogs constantly want to go out. And I'm putting 2 in there again, just because all these seeds are old. I want to make sure something comes up. And these were actually seeds from my cousin had saved from his peppers a couple years ago. Gonna plant some jalapenos in this one. Still 1/4 inch. You can see last year it did the same thing. So we're just using the other end this year. I already did the red bell peppers. I'll get some green bell peppers. This one, I'm just gonna do nata pinas in 2 and then 4 of the hot banana peppers. And then what else do we want to put in this one? Everything else needs light. We'll go ahead and put our beets in this last one. And the beets I have soaking in some water. They've been soaking for like an hour. So if I can get them out. Oh, how far do they need to go? Half an inch. Hang on. Okay, I go clean my hand off so I could use the plastic wrap. And we're just going to cover this one up with plastic wrap. And all these should germinate. Oh wait, first I need to spray them down. Now we're going to cover them up. And these all should germinate in like 10 to 14 days, I think. And they all need a heat mat, but it didn't say they need light, so. Okay, so I went through and filled up all my seed trays. So 8 quarts of potting soil fills up 4 of these 6 6 trays with 6 seed cells. So just to give you an idea. So this one is pretty much going to be can't think of what the word is. Flowers, that's not the word I'm thinking. Herbs. Flowers and herbs. And these all take about 10 days also. So start out with peppermint. Says 1/8 of an inch. And these all need light to germinate. And these are very teeny tiny seeds. So I am just gonna plant them all because I don't know how many are in there. And I'm really just trying to get rid of the package. I have peppermint outside. I have a peppermint and a spearmint. And spearmint's probably like 2 or 3 years old. It dies back and then it comes back in the spring. And then we're going to plant sage. And this one just says to surface sow it. So you don't have to get a little hole or anything. You're just going to put them in there. And I'm going to get all the rest of this on there. And then stevia. I bought 2 stevia plants last year, and I killed them both pretty much as soon as I got home. But 2 years ago, I think it was, I had no problems growing it, and I grew it from seed. So we're gonna see how this one goes. I don't know if there's anything in there. I think I got 3 seeds. That is 1/4 of an inch. Good luck with that. I'm gonna have to see if I got another package of these. Oh, there they are. Still not very many seeds. So this is just gonna be in these last 2 trays. We'll see what happens. And then we'll put lemon mint in the other 4. And these are just surface. And then over here, we're going to plant some cosmos, and then in these 2 are going to be 2 different kinds of echinacea. I think that was, yep. So cosmos are just surface. These are much bigger seeds. Easier to figure out what you're putting in there. Still quite a few of those left. And echinacea, I got this green twister and just the purple coneflower. And these are 1/4 of an inch. Let me write that one down. What did I say these were? 1/4. I got some echinacea last year that was, I guess, a bare root, and so it's got green leaves, but they don't bloom the first year, so hopefully that one will bloom next year, or this year, and then these will bloom next year. But where I'm at, they're annuals. Annuals? Yeah. I always get it confused. Annuals or perennials. They're the ones that come back every year. So, as long as they don't die out for some reason, they're good to go. And they're pretty frost tender also. So, let me spray this one down. And then I'm going to put this one on the heat mat. That's also with light. Okay, so this one, they all germinate about 7 days. So we're gonna see what we fit in here. And then the next one I do like this, that's 7 days, be all the tomatoes. So we're gonna plant some slicing cucumbers. Let's see. Half an inch. Okay, so I put like regular kind of eating cucumbers there, and then I'm gonna do 4 blocks of pickling cucumbers. And then I'm gonna do 2 dill. And the dill is 1/4 of an inch. A lot of seeds. And then this one, I'm going to put 4 zucchini and 2 cinnamon basil. And these go 1 inch down. Basil is just 1/8 of an inch. I make a tea with the basil, a lot of the basil, and the cinnamon basil kind of tastes like crowns at first, but then once you think cinnamon, then it actually does taste like cinnamon. It's a little weird. And these 3 are all going to be different basils. So I got a dwarf Greek basil, blue spice, a lemon, and then Genevieve. I usually do a sweet basil, but I have a bunch dried, so I'm not going to do that one this year. So 618 divided by 4, 8. Yep, so 4 of each. Okay, I planted this one off. It's got all my tomatoes in it, so it's got Matt's Wild Cherry, Cherrylicious, Aroma. I had a Saint Marzano also, and then the Hillbilly, Mr. Stripey, Abe Lincoln, Black Creme, Large Cherry, Geranium Kiss. What's this one? Patio Choice Yellow. And then Tomatillos and 42 Day. I think actually some of these went in the last tray also. So this one doesn't say it needs light, just a heat, I think. Yep, just a heat mat. Okay, so this one is mainly sunflowers. I got the Evening Sun, Tall, Teddy Bear, Vanilla Ice, and then I got Dahlias and a Vintage White and Apricot Straw Flower. And these all need the heat mat, but it doesn't say they need lights. So I went ahead and potted up all the rest of the seeds I wanted to get started. I needed to get some more potting soil so I can finish up a few more. But we planted some bee balm, some cactus, a whole bunch of flowers. I think I left you off with the tomatoes, so planted a bunch more herbs. I think that's about it though. So these are all the ones that need light or don't care if they get light. And those ones just said heat bad, so they're over there. So hopefully we'll have something sprouting within a week or so, and in a couple months we can get some stuff out in the garden. So hope you liked the video. Let me know if you got any questions, and we'll see you next time.